All right, and welcome everybody to the stream. We are going to be starting up the podcast right now. Let me unmute myself so they can hear me. Say hi, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, chat?
Let's
Intro?
get intro. Yes, I'm not doing my normal intro.
I'm talking about the host. I'm not doing the
Oh
intro.
yeah, that's who I'm about to get to. Calm yourself.
Cool. No, we were just asking why you
Yeah.
were muted.
So, but welcome everybody to the first episode of What the Podcast, right?
Oh, okay.
Is that what we're calling it? What the Gaming?
What the gaming?
What the Gaming? That's what we're calling it. And
I'm still 30 frames per second.
rip.
Gross.
But welcome to the first podcast of this. My name is Kidstacz. I'm going to be the main host this week, and I am of course supported and joined with the glorious and masterful intellect of all things Kingdom Hearts, Kidstacz, and the one, the only true hero, One Hero Gaming.
That's me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for getting this thing started. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good, man.
Sunday, people. Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy right. Sunday. Oh, I've got moving stuff to do today after this.
Oh, that's a bummer.
They're talking about gaming. I'm leaving this chat.
But yeah, so this is gonna be the first podcast. We're kind of rough around the edges. I'm very rough around the edges because it's been.
How long has it been since your last podcast?
3 years, 2-3 years.
Oh wow!
Since the last one.
All right.
It's about that time.
Yep, it's about to go down. And of course, if you guys can see behind me in this glorious image, and I got a slap together one. We're going to be talking about a few things. Today, our first little aspect of talking, we're going to be talking about the PS5 and the Xbox One. Or sorry, not the Xbox One. I just did the Amazon mistake. The Series X.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that today. We're going to touch base on that. We got some other gaming stuff we're going to talk about a little bit. Talk about a little game called Spellbreak and Fall Guys and Among Us. And touch base on what's going on over in Tokyo at the Tokyo Game Show. Because, there's some really juicy stuff coming out of TGS this year. Makes up for not having an E3. So, let's go ahead and we'll start off with let's talk about the PS5. We didn't get to talk about this much, but the PS5 showcase first and foremost.
Oh my god.
Stacks, go ahead. What do you think about it?
Yep.
Oh my god, bro. I can't get over Final Fantasy 16. I'm sorry. It's just I love that game already and it's not even out.
Yeah. What else besides that?
Well, no. So talk about it, man, because you talked about it a lot last
Yeah.
night. But you and Callie definitely would.
I thought one of you guys was gonna take it after that, but okay. So when it came to the PS5 showcase, I think the ones that really intrigued me the most, obviously, Final Fantasy, the Miles Morales game, the PlayStation Plus pass. That man, bro, the games we're getting for free. Technically, I know it's not free, but let's be honest, we all get the PlayStation Plus. So technically, to me, it's free. But the games that we get for free is it's second to none. And then they ended it off with the what was it? God of War. So that definitely gives me a reason to go beat God of War for PS4. But Final Fantasy 16 just took me to a whole new level because I've been talking about wanting that game for years. Even after beating Final Fantasy 15, I was just thinking like, okay, what route are they going with Final Fantasy? Are they going to harp on this because they brought out the online mode with Final Fantasy 15? Are they just going to work on this and try to go more towards online multiplayer type Final Fantasy games, or are they actually going to continue on with the Final Fantasy series? Turn to find out, they went on and continued it, so I'm happy with that.
And to kind of follow up off of that too, like I cheated. I pulled up the list. So you got in that PS Plus collection, which is not similar to the Game Pass or like a Vault, but they have Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second
Mm-hmm.
Son, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat 10, Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7,
Mm-hmm.
The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, and Until Dawn. Pretty much all of their PlayStation greatest hits. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
sir.
that
Yes,
that's
sir.
a phenomenal catalog of games to have to just drop on everybody like that.
Mm-hmm. Amazing games at that.
Like really good games like that pushed units of the PS4.
Yeah, that's definitely that plus is gonna be a killer app for the PS5 going forward and PS4 going forward.
Can we go off of 16 for a second?
By all means, Sax, go, because it's
Okay.
one I'll get stuck on too.
I'm not gonna lie. I every time I watch that video, I see something new. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think I rewatched the video and it looked like he had like different armor on. Like it looked at one point it looked like he had like some Black Knight armor. So are they gonna have like cosmetics in the game or anything like that?
So, from doing enough trailer analysis of that and looking at it, so we've got at least 3 different looks for the main character. We've got the young,
Mm-hmm.
as far as we know, it's all the same character. So we've got the young look, which is his being the royal guard, to Joshua look. We've got the Archon look, which I think that's what they call themselves, Archon look, and we probably have something after or something else alongside with that, either pre or or post Archon. So we're not sure everything. It does look like there is going to be at least a couple of outfit changes in this game coming up.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I said,
That's what I felt.
there's a lot going on. The fact that the main character so far, we're seeing that he gets powers of other primals, because this is a game being produced by Naoki Yoshida, who is the director and producer of Final Fantasy 14. So he's going to be taking a lot of inspirations from 14 into this. The fact that we've seen Titan, we've seen Ifrit, we've seen Shiva, and we've seen Phoenix, which only begs the differ for how many more are we going to see. Are we going to get to see the main 6? We know that I think we're going to get Garuda as the wind summon, so that means we'll probably get Rama or Ramu, however you want to say his name, there too. And probably Bahamut will appear because he's kind of that main staple character.
You know they're not gonna leave out Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut's either going to be something really cool or just a big bad, or both. It's hard to say on those.
I think I made a point. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think I made a point to Hero we were talking about yesterday, just shooting the breeze. Taking a long shot here, I know.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm a huge Attack on Titan fan, and I just love the idea of these human beings being these primals, these summons, and it just reminded me so much of freaking Attack on Titan when you see the guy in the middle of the freaking town just burst into freaking Ifrit. It's just like this game is just gonna blow my mind because I'm so hard on Attack on Titan. It's just this game is gonna be amazing for me.
Yeah, that's something that's definitely feels last the route they're going is the dominants are in fact the summons themselves, so they channel and become the summon themselves. So it'll be interesting to see. Real quickly on my entire thing with the PS5 showcase, like I said, 16, I mean,
yeah,
Final Fantasy. 16
Definitely.
was a huge thing, and that being the start of the showcase was just like, all right, well then that's it. I have to have a PS5 now. That's gotten me sold. Then seeing more of Miles Morales, which was great because I loved the PS4 Spider-Man. That was an amazing game.
One.
Yeah, seriously.
I have one.
we'll talk about that here in a minute. And then everything else, I'm like, all right, the Hogwarts, I was not really big on to. The new PS Plus stuff was really cool.
If it's got co-op, I'm playing it.
The Hogwarts.
Yep. Wingardium with your brosas.
I think it will be
All
like an MMO.
It seems like that. That's what it seems like. It seems very strongly like an
You gotta
MMO.
play it. You got to give
So.
a review to see how good it is compared to the other ones.
I've never played any other Harry Potter game, so. And then
Callie.
King, yeah. And then of course we end with, I think that was the best ending, is just the teaser of God of War Ragnarok. That's what I'm gonna call it because it's in the title. The fact that we get the brushstroke going up and it turns into the dragon, that's the Omega symbol, and then they just say Ragnarok is coming. I'm calling it right now that the game's just going to be called God of War Ragnarok. It's not God of War 5, it's God of War Ragnarok.
That's what I was thinking. God of War Ragnarok, yeah.
It makes sense.
We're still on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, we're selling the PS5 stuff.
So I was looking at a tweet from Godfall, obviously. They were saying that they're proud to officially that Godfall has gone gold. So is that based off of like how many copies that's already been sold, or?
I've never understood that either.
So it's gone gold, meaning it's the pre-order amount has hit a certain amount. So that means there's a guaranteed this many units shipping and are going to be in the hands of players. That's gold.
I hope the game doesn't
it's good enough to be shipped. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't flop. It looks like a very, very, very good game. I wish it was a BR. I'm just reaching. I know it's not. But...
Hey, now.
Yeah.
We play Shadow Arena, so I know where you're going with that. That would be phenomenal.
Yeah. That
Different
game.
Valor plates you have to put together to combat in the end game. Oh, Lord.
That would actually be fun. I would get down with that. I would totally get down with that.
They could do the whole Warzone approach because Call of Duty came first, then Warzone came after. They could do that. Because VR is kind of the way to go.
I think that's a reach, man. But that would be such a fantastic reach. You are lying, man. Like,
I wish.
Reach out and grab me.
Yeah,
I wish.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what we were saying, Callie. Yep, you're on the right track. Same thing, basically.
Yeah, same thing.
It reached the quality. It passed quality inspection.
It passed quality inspection, and it's got enough pre-orders that they're essentially gold. Essentially means, hey, it's ready to ship, and we've got enough pre-orders that we're making money back.
And that's going to be a launch game, right?
That is a launch game for the PS5. Yes.
Cool.
So that one that'll be interesting. Let's real quickly touch on, because Tara, did you get one?
Huh?
Did you get a PS5?
Oh, did I get a PS5? Okay, all right.
Nah, I'm just asking, did you get one? Because
Let me check my phone to show you the video I recorded that I was going to post on social media that would have made me look like a bad person. Oh wait, I can't. I got too much stuff in it I can't say on stream.
Oh.
No, I did not get one. This whole pre-order fiasco has been the worst experience I've ever seen in my life. All the companies want is the money. They want to get out as many. They want to guarantee they can get out as many up front as they can. So they call me, GameStop, in the middle of a Warzone match, in the middle of a 4-on-1 situation. I got the phone sitting right here on my keyboard, on speaker, and the buddy Josh is like, "Hey, it's the Hero, sir. Yeah, heard you were interested in the PS5 because you're number 3 on the call list." I'm like, number 3 on the call list? Sweet. I'll be able to get my game system. Finally. They go, "Yeah, we're just calling to let you know." And meanwhile, shoot one guy, shoot the second guy, shoot the third guy. And he goes, "Yep, you just got to be here in the morning. We open at 12, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada." I'm like, perfect, great. Come Friday, I show up there at 10 o'clock. There's 10 people in line. I'm like, okay. I'm like, perfectly fine. I walk up. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm on the call list, baby. I'm going to get my system. They go, "Yeah, we're not really going off the call list anymore. We're going off of people that were here. And these guys have been waiting since 10 o'clock last night." Excuse me?
What?
They've been doing what now? And I looked over, and there was a guy sitting there looking dead at me, letting out the air in his air mattress. Yep, 10 o'clock, bud. And then folds it up with his blankets and his pillows, throws it in his truck, gets back in line. And she comes out with 8 tickets, hands on to everybody else, and then 5 other people, including myself, walk up from the call list and go, "Are y'all done already?" "Yeah." "Then what was the point of the call list?" "Sorry, sirs, they've been here since 10 o'clock. So why would you make a call list?
Yeah.
And then and then they're like, "Well, we got the one online." "Oh, sweet. Well, what is it?" "It's a bundle for $750. So you have more consoles, but you're bundling them so you can get an extra $270 off of it because you don't make money off the initial sale of the console.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No
No.
game company does, and neither do stores. Game companies lose 30% on console sales. Like Sony and Microsoft are losing 30% profit on the systems themselves. Period. End of story. Stores buy them in bulk, but they're paying for the disc version. They're probably paying $480 for the digital version for the PS5. They're paying $380. They're not making any money on that.
Right. Facts.
And Sax, you said you got one.
Luckily, I got the email to sign up and wait in line, and I was able to successfully do it. And I had my PS5 on the way.
So much hate. I have not had any luck, so I am going to be doing the troll effect of going up to a place I worked at that I know will have some the Tuesday before release and talking to them and kind of cheesing my way into the line.
Yeah, whatever. It's just it's about money at this point.
Yeah, it is. No, it totally is.
And when they get the secured amount that they want for them to go gold on the PS5, then they're gonna go ahead and release more.
Yeah, no, they're
guaranteed.
The one quote from Sony that they did say is that they will have more units of the PS5 available at launch than they did for the PS4. The PS4 on day one sold 1.4 million units, or is it? Yeah, 1.4, and in the first week sold just under 2 million units. So if we're going off that projection, they're probably going to have at least 2 million units for shipping. The question is how many of those are pre-orders. And of course, our favorite thing to talk about with any pre-order or technology is scalpers, because of that's what people do. Tweets out there of people saying that they have like 4 or 5 of them and they're up on eBay already for going for $750 plus for the digital edition.
Yeah, I would be the police and I would buy it. I would meet up with them to buy it and then arrest them for getting on my nerves.
Somebody made a bot that stopped bots from selling them because the bots bought out the system so they can resell them at a higher retail. But somebody created a bot to outbid more people so it won't sell.
Yeah,
someone
did that for the RTX 380 for the 380s. Yep. Mm-hmm. Seriously, he got so mad he built a bot to go on eBay and just do outrageous bids on these 3080s. So I have no doubt he's probably going to do the same thing for the PS5. I'm pretty sure there's scalpers of the Series X as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know my boss at work got his Series X, so I'm like, oh, that's good for you, man. I have no intention.
I don't care for getting the Xbox X.
Yeah. Yeah. So the PlayStation.
Okay, so we got a question. We got a question here. When
yeah.
Did we get done, Kit?
So this entire pre-order fiasco for Sony definitely shown that it could have been done better. They've done the best damage control they can do, but you've got companies that are literally, you had Walmart an hour after the conference go, why wait to pre-order when you can get it now? And that
we're not going to be the ones to gatekeep you from your gaming.
Yeah, which caused this downward spiral. So instead of Sony being able to go, hey, it is going to be on pre-order tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, they just had to floodgate and do damage control so that we
Yeah,
know
you
they
can get it
limited.
now.
Yeah, they pretty much cut supplies on pre-orders, but it was still there. So what's the question?
So being as so you guys think with the Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation is going to make a system or already has one where PlayStation 5 games can be played on PC, and if so, will will it be a reason to buy PS5? I don't believe PlayStation will associate themselves with
Nope.
No.
doing that because Microsoft and Xbox they go hand in hand. So that's why Microsoft with PC they kind of goes hand in hand. PlayStation, I don't see them doing any kind of thing with Microsoft.
Yeah, they'll do certain games like Horizon. They'll do certain PlayStation exclusive games. Will eventually come to PC, but their main huge line titles, God of War, Spider Man, those are never going to get released outside of the consoles. But Horizon, we'll see the next Horizon will go PC probably a year or two after, probably 2 years. But I don't foresee them doing anything like that. That's not Sony's way. It's Microsoft's way, and it's good tactics for Microsoft versus Sony in that aspect.
We're just barely getting to the point where crossplay is becoming a thing or a norm, if you will, and that was because Sony held back on it for so long. If Fortnite didn't succeed and blow up the way that it would, we probably wouldn't even be talking about cross-plat and Spellbreak and Call of Duty and Destiny 2 eventually, and a lot of other games that are coming up that are going to be cross-plat across multiple platforms. So when you look at it, you have two, like Sony doesn't have an outlet for PC. They will literally have to make a partnership with Epic Games or somebody in order for their entire catalog or the games they want to choose to come over to to PC from PS5. Because I can only imagine what it would be like to play Last of Us on PC, God of War on PC with people that's gonna have like Stacks with the Stacks Box 3080. To have that full on immersion and experience with something like that would be dope, but it will never happen, unfortunately.
True.
Which is why you should just get a PS5 and stop trying to find a way out of it.
Yeah.
There are going to be unique PS5 titles like Final Fantasy 16. It will be available on the PC.
Yeah.
So just certain ones.
It's a year exclusivity. It's like Final Fantasy 7 remake. March of next year we should be seeing the PC and Xbox releases of Final Fantasy 7 remake. But Final Fantasy, apparently Sony and Square have really good working relations, so a lot of the main title Final Fantasies are year exclusives, at least on the console. And that's something about 16 that's going to be nice, is at least Yoshi P has experience working with PCs, so the game will be designed to run on a PC much better than 15 was, because 15 was ported over to PC and it still is a mess on PC. 15 was a time game as well. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was on Xbox and PS5.
Oh, it was a time console game. Not timed.
Yes.
Not exclusive, but timed console. So they.
Right.
So yeah. Like I said, that the pre-order fiasco is the only downplay to the PS5 right now. Now let's go to the other aspect of the pre-orders and talk about that Series X, not the One X, like
the tabletop.
The refrigerator and the speaker, not the wireless router. The thing I found funny, so out of all the pre-orders fiascos, Microsoft has the funnier one, as Amazon reported a 747% increase in sales of this Xbox One X, not the Series X. There's going to be a lot of sad pandas out there this Christmas.
Oof.
So the fiasco with Yeah,
Well, don't mind me.
that's
I'm just standing passing. You can keep
no,
going.
no. I read that. Yeah, no. That's the thing. Microsoft, name your consoles a little bit better. You had the Xbox, you had the 360, and then you had the Xbox One. Okay, cool. Don't go and call it a series after that. Call it something
Especially
else.
for Christmas. Thank you. Oof. Hit him
Oof,
with it
yeah.
again, man.
That
They gonna
that
open that
was.
thing up on Christmas and be like, "What?
This is the One X, not the Series X. What's the difference?
I know what I ordered.
Yep, somebody gonna get beat and then find out afterwards that
Yeah.
I did get my son the wrong way. He wasn't back talking me. Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Now he got to get both consoles.
Yep.
Mm.
So
Good job, little Timmy.
yeah, poor little Timmy. I will state this: they had a better, smoother launch on their pre-order, minus the fact that Xbox or Microsoft's website and Best Buy's websites went down for people trying to pre-order it, and Target. All three of those went down. Amazon sold out really quickly and it was fine. Walmart, no one touched Walmart for a good little bit until everyone realized, oh wait, Walmart still has stock. After that, the fact is like 30 minutes later, people went on to Walmart and then Walmart's site crashed. But the big thing that I had to read it, I had to look at it, was they were talking about their $24.99 and their $34.99 bundle packs for the Series S and Series X.
Mm-hmm.
Did that go live already?
That went live already. But here's the thing: I did post it in Heroes chat, but I think that was far enough away. It's a few days. Pretty much, the first things first you have to understand is you have to go through a credit check to undertake either of those. You do have to go through a credit check. You will be paying, and they went with the Series X, you will be paying $837 before shipping for the Series X for the $34.99 over 24 months. So it's $837 for the Series X, Xbox Live Ultimate Pass, but this is not including tax and shipping and anything else that you're getting with it.
Not a good look.
Yeah. Furthermore, it is a credit check. So if you don't have the credit, you can't do this. And if you do have the credit and you do it and you fail to pay, it looks like they have it set that you keep the Xbox, but it goes against your credit and you have to pay off the remainder. So it's a nice concept. It's a double-edged sword. It's a hard double-edged sword because you are paying $837 overall. And with the math and everything, you're paying a little under. You're paying about $480 for the Series X, which is $19 cheaper, but that's not including the tax and the shipping, which that's where they're going to get you. The tax and the shipping is going to be, because you're paying the tax. I believe you're paying the tax on the entire price or the entire cost of the Series X.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're paying the tax monthly on the Game Pass. So your first initial payment is going to be like $34.99 plus tax on the $14.99 for the Ultimate Pass, plus the tax on the $4.99 system, plus shipping. So you're going to end up paying way more. You're going to end up paying almost over $500 for the Series X with shipping and tax, and then the tax on top of, if your state has tax on that on the Game Pass, like I do, my state does. So I'm paying $15.67 a month for it.
Yeah,
instead of $14.99.
Any sort of way at all.
Yeah, Hannah Sweet.
I'm gonna pass on the Xbox.
Yeah, Hannah Sweet. It is very expensive. When you actually do the math, it's cheaper in the 2-year, but it is more expensive overall.
Poor little Timmy won't get that new Xbox.
Yeah, I just thought that was the funniest part of that thing, And I think we're all in agreement. None of us here are getting a Series X or a Series S.
Not when you got the Xbox 3080, man.
I thought about it and I wanted to get one, but the fact that I don't have to worry about playing games on the console, like if my friends have an Xbox, I can't play with them, sure, but most of the people that I used to play with on Xbox, I don't play with. So being able to play most of the Microsoft exclusive games that are be the ones you might want to play anyway on
Mm-hmm.
PC with the Game Pass is like genius.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you really don't need it. And I was talked out of that, thankfully, because I talked to a few people about it, including you guys multiple times, and that just kind of made sense in the end.
Because I was gonna get one too. I'm not gonna lie, but then I thought about it. I don't need one.
Yeah, I thought the first thought that came into my head is, well, if the Ultimate Game Pass still works the way they're saying it works with the one, then why should I get one when I have a PC that can play the games?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where my thought process stopped. And I've had conversations with my boss who's like, "Oh, you should get one." I'm like, "Why? I have a PC. I can play everything." He's like, "But Halo." I'm like, "Which will be coming to PC."
Facts. And that would have been a big waste of money for me because that's the only reason why I was going to get an Xbox. A huge waste of money.
Not to mention, it's no longer a launch title. Halo Infinite got pushed back, which rip people that were hoping to play it day one.
You did that right on time.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, me personally, my take on the Xbox, and it's not any hate or shade. I just never really off as far as gaming console because of the PlayStation exclusives. I know that's nothing to go off of. It's everybody has their preference. I know a lot of Xbox people are screaming at me right now, but PlayStation just always had a place in my heart. Had the better exclusives, in my opinion. Um, the things that were on Microsoft, it just kind of didn't appeal to my eye. And then the fact that you can play Xbox Game Pass on the PC, you have accessibility of Xbox on the PC. That's all I need. My PC. That's literally all I need. I don't need anything else as far as Microsoft goes.
Yeah, I've said this before. I think what Microsoft's doing for their exclusives being on PC as well is a great thing, and it also shot them in the foot for console sales. That's how I put it. But it works for those people who don't have, like us, who have decent PCs or are building new PCs and getting ready for the next big thing.
Like
most
Cyberpunk. I can't wait.
Yeah, most of us are going to be running 3080s by next year. So
most of us.
Oh yeah, Hero, you just brought a 2070.
I just bought my 2070 Super. I'm not looking at no 3080.
See, and that's fine. You've got a
got
really good one
compared to my 6 originally. Yeah.
So yeah,
Call of Duty would take up 4 of it. So most games are taking up 4 to 5 of it. At least I can stream it on one computer. It's a doozy.
2070 is still a good GPU though.
Oh yeah, 2070s, 2080s are great still, and they'll be cheaper. So
no.
King Bean, Cyberpunk, COD, Hyrule Warriors. You're on to something, sir. Except for Hyrule Warriors will be on the Switch.
Yep. Yeah, well, he has a Switch, so that's why he's all like,
yeah.
Okay.
We'll be touching on that in a little bit, Bean. So here, let's go ahead and move to the good gaming stuff that I know you're excited for. I need to get back on this game, but you just talked about this recently. Spellbreak came out with a roadmap. And we've already got the first little thing of the roadmap being
the Shadow Step room.
Yeah.
Which is it's a doozy.
It's okay.
It's a doozy if it's used in the right situation, because BBQ got bamboozled and we lost the game because of that stupid room. It was hard to keep up with them because you can dash and then disappear, dash and then disappear. Like
I'm pretty sure that legendary's got like no cooldown on that one.
That's what I'm saying, man. Whew.
Yeah, I never got a legendary Shadow Step, so I guess I gotta try it out.
Yes, yeah. I just found out they have a double dash. If you have epic or higher, you get 2 dashes. What?
What?
He did just
Yeah,
find that out.
2 dashes. You get one and then another one.
So you
And you
can
can use them dash. You could dip, dash, dip, double dip, boom, boom.
so you dash invis.
No,
Hit-
not shadow step. I'm talking
Oh.
about the
Oh,
dash.
the
dash
dash.
itself.
So you
Mhm.
Yeah,
dash and then
2.
dash again. Ooh, that's actually really good.
I'll never be able to afford a 3090. No, I don't doubt that it might have the same problems the 3090 has. Yeah, you need that Jurassic Park top.
But
You can go to
we
boxlunch.com and get you one.
oh my.
Box lunch.
But yeah, so that roadmap, we got the first one. We know what holiday we're getting holiday stuff,
Oh yeah, you mean like cosmetics and stuff?
holiday cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing Halloween. What did they call it? I forgot. They just Halloween with the O. They did Halloween with the O. They said not canon. Not sure what that means. But tricks and treats will be coming to the store.
Huh. And then also more gauntlets. I remember reading that.
Man, look.
Don't forget 9v9. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, 9v9.
So go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say we'll get both of those out of the way here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you have the Shadow Step one, which came out first, and then after that you have the Chrono Master, which rewinds your health. After a few seconds of use, it rewinds your health. It gives you control over time itself.
Ooh.
All right, Tracer.
Hey.
So can you rewind people too, like the other mages?
No, I think it's just for you to either rewind your heal, your health, or to juke out somebody. Like if they're about to, they're like especially a stone user when they're about to come down and hit you with the wham bam, and you hit the reverse juke, and now you know where they are. You know what I'm saying? You can hit them.
I had a question. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that
It might be tricky though.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be tricky, but once you pull it off, if you know what you're doing and you know your timing, that's gonna be a really good game changer, especially on against hard hitting gauntlets like stone, which hurt a lot, especially at higher rarities.
But my question was, wait, I think I know, but it probably wouldn't be effective. I was gonna say, are we missing any base magic that could be a new type of magic? I was gonna say water, but water is kind of like ice. And what use would you have for water, to be honest?
If it depends on how they let you, it could work like lightning, like a whip, like a ranged attack or healing. Yes, Callie, that's a good one too.
Yeah, true. Like having a healer mage on your side, true.
I was thinking we don't have, like, we've got wind, which is pretty rapid fire, but we don't have a rapid fire, so you could literally have a Gatling gun in water.
That would be dope.
I'm just trying to think of the second spell, because the second spells usually are the bigger ones.
Rapid fire, like
leaps. And you know what? Leaps. Then like the special ability for water could be like a tidal wave.
Yeah.
Ooh.
To heal you, but damage the enemies if they get caught in it.
And then you hit it with electric. Ooh.
No, then I don't want to get electrocuted by you, you madman. What?
Oh, imagine lightning mixed with water. That would be amazing.
That would. You heal
That'd be a potent mix.
You heal your teammates, and then you shock. You hit it with the shock.
If you time it right, that would be a heck of a combo. Man, that would be dope.
Hey, if y'all watching, add water to the game.
Proletariat, what's up?
We just gave you a great new gauntlet right there.
Yep.
They did say that. They also said midterm, like in the first in 1 to 3 months. The thing they're looking at doing is they're breaking it down into 2 different patches. One's called the prologue, and the other one's chapter 1, because they're going to do chapters. It's going to be a chapter system. And from the looks of it, it's like they want to tell us the story of Spellbreak, like the lore behind it, which is super cool. But they want to do it in chapters, so they're
kind of like Apex.
I think so. Yeah, it's going to be chapters. It's going to have prologue 1, and that I think that might be the launch of their battle pass.
That would make sense.
Potentially, battle pass for the prologue, battle pass for chapter 1, 2, however many they do.
And that would be a good way of introducing new gauntlets. Having those chapters be the new gauntlets right there.
Story based on that chapter, right? Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, and you know what? I'm sorry to cut you guys off. Water would be perfect because how many fire-based users are there where there's
Hey,
fire
hey,
tornadoes everywhere, firewalls everywhere? Water would just clean that, like clean all. I'm sorry, bro. You everywhere you turn, every,
no, we
Here,
need something that can combat rock.
you,
Forget
we
fire.
do, we
Fire is
do.
not bad. Rock is the ruler. Rock and lightning.
Yeah, ice is okay against rock sometimes if you can get the shot off.
For sure.
right?
If you can get the shot off. That stone kills me every single time.
What about something like a night or like moon? Like a
Hmm.
lunar?
A,
Lunar
a
gauntlet?
lunar gauntlet.
Yeah, or a star gauntlet, whatever. However, yeah.
Yeah, or
Gravity
like,
magic. Yeah. You
oh
get
my
me
god,
there,
gravity
Ooh.
magic.
Osiris.
Yes,
You're onto
Yeah.
something. Gravity.
gravity would be a great counter against stone. Oh, you're
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
And then
no.
they're useless in the air. Amazing. And then you hit them with that, freeze them in the air, ice shot. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
Stacks hit somebody for 67 health the other day, man. We couldn't get him. Imagine that
Oh my
gravity.
god, I was so
Imagine
mad.
that gravity.
Have them
Oh.
stuck there. Oh my god! Please, who's the creator of spell rape? Write these notes down.
Hey, we all want to be spell break partners. Come on,
Yeah,
let's go.
Stop ignoring my emails.
Pay attention to me. No, I
will
think
say that. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I think they've got potential for some really cool gauntlets and things. Like Chris Osiris said, gravity. Have it be an anti-gravity. So if you're in the air, it drops you to the ground. But if you're on the ground, it knocks you into the air as its ability, and then it's normal damage. Make it
Same
something like the
animation that
sniper
you
shot. Make it a power. Make it a charge that does a lot of damage, or you can get some quick shots off for weaker damage. It'd be really cool.
I think gravity could also be a defensive magic because if you think about it in the sense of gravity, I think it will work is they will put like a gravity field down on the ground, and if like say a projectiles were shot at them, it'll immediately fall if it passes over that little ground circle or whatever field that they put it on, or a rock, a boulder being thrown, a boulder will immediately be sucked to the ground. It won't even be able to hit its target or whatever, or anything with fire, ice, anything at all, it just immediately hits the ground. So it could be used
and
as defensive magic.
Defensive against other spells, but like I said, have it be an anti-gravity. So if you hit someone in the air with it, it forces them to the ground. But if they're on the ground, you use it, it forces them up into the air.
So and whatever's touch is affected.
Yep. It reverses
Makes
the
sense.
effect. So if you get shot with a rock's coming towards you and you throw it down, rock just stops and goes right down to the ground. Things like that. It'd be a really cool concept. I would hate to program it, but it'd be a really cool concept.
Right.
So yeah, there you go. There we go. We got two really cool gauntlets. We got water and gravity.
Yep. Make it happen. Please.
Make it happen. And Callie, you said time mage, and again, we're going to get that time rune. So
reverse polarity. That time mage would be dope for third party alone.
Yeah.
For third partying alone, like that game suffers from people getting third parties. We got third parties every single game yesterday.
Yeah, bro.
Anytime we don't get third party, we're usually a third party. So.
Right.
No, we fight a lot of our fights. We have one-on-one. We find somebody mucking about, and we roll up on them like, "What's up?"
Right.
What gauntlet you claim? And they go fight. They go stone. It's like jump them. Like we don't.
Oh, that happened to us yesterday, hero. Dude just rolled up on us, just chilling. Like, what set you claim?
Yep. And got deleted.
He didn't even attack us. That's why I was like, bro, what's wrong with you? And then he realized, like, oh, this is not my team.
I just thought about that. So they said the Halloween is non-canon. That means we're probably getting prologue soon. That means all their seasonal.
That's their first major patch. Yes.
Yeah. So that means all their seasonal stuff has nothing to do with the story stuff at all. So we'll probably never see gauntlets. We might see skins for gauntlets, I think that'd be a
Yeah,
cool thing.
that's gonna be Hollow theme stuff. I really wish they do like a Hollow theme map with like ghosts and ghouls and goblins and all that cool stuff like all throughout the map. That'd be super dope. That was one of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
things when they do seasonal stuff and they do it right.
Just
But just really quick, just to kind of touch on that, it says we want you to tell a story and spell. We want to tell you a story and spell break, and we want to do it over the course of weeks, months, and years. Not just adding new gameplay mechanics, but to expand the world and allow the fellow players to get into it. And at the most basic level, it's going to be the chapter system, which provides you with weekly quest-based story content and rewards. And on top of that, as you make your way through the chapter as a whole, you'll unlock new gameplay and cosmetic rewards.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to announce that, and that's when they talked about the prologue being the first major patch, and that's going to
Mm-hmm.
have the beginnings of the chapter system where it will reunite you with Avira, Emberdane, who will help you further hone your skills as a battle mage, and you earn some tasty cosmetics along the way.
Mm-hmm.
sweet. Yeah, I see Spellbreak having a good run. I think it, as long as people keep going at it and playing, I think it'll be. I'm not gonna say that it will ever kill off Fortnite, but it could put Fortnite in its place, and I think that's what we need.
Deathmatch mode,
Oh,
though.
that I want it. I want it now. I'm horrible at the game, but I want it now.
Whoever gets the most kills. On top of that, they're going to have the 3-point talent system, so your builds get a lot harder to plan.
Mm-hmm.
And consumables. They're going to have consumables again, where you can brand like that might work. Where you can get one
Yeah.
that's you're temporarily immune to stone or something or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. I think when it comes to this BR, and I played a lot of them. This is probably my favorite out of all the BRs I played.
I agree to that. It is definitely for me one of my favorites. This and
Mhm.
Shadow Arena are the two that I really
Yeah,
enjoy.
Shadow Arena needs.
It needs trios now. It just needs trios.
Yeah. Duos is cool, but it's just something about trios, man.
It was just weird playing the solos, man, and us finding everybody, and we kept finding each other, and then we got to go jump these people, and yeah.
Yep.
And you got to plan it out right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Hello.
so yeah, that was I don't know. I'm really excited to see
Ranked and
how that
competitive
goes.
modes.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
can I say one more thing about water?
my
I'm
God,
sorry.
yes.
I know I'm stuck.
Oh, no, go ahead.
On water. First of all, spell break creators, please make water. Like Kit was saying, it can be a fast DPS, so it's like kind of like shooting like water bombs or missiles or shots or whatever.
Water
And
Gatling gun.
also the tidal wave. Now I mentioned fusing water and lightning, but you have water and poison, which you can poison the water, which could be pretty cool.
Does dot damage instead of massive damage when hitting.
What else would well, ice would kind of
ice
against. Yeah, ice would be against water since it'll freeze it.
But you know, it's kind of like poison. If you hit someone right with the poison cloud and if they're in it and you hit them with the ice, it explodes and they just take massive damage and freeze. So you could do that if you hit it just right. They get hit by the tidal wave and then they just insta freeze. So it'd be a really cool thing, but it'd be also a good counter. Ice is a good counter against it because you go and you do it to heal and someone hits the ice and your entire team's frozen.
Well, now think about this:
the big shot freezes the water. All the other little shots don't.
Yep.
If they did come out with water and made it DPS, think about double DPS, water and wind. You can make water typhoons.
That's a killer combo. Like,
bro,
so
that
fast,
would be amazing.
So fast, you'd be so fast.
That would be
with range.
Please make it happen. Make water, please.
A water tornado, then you hit it with the lightning strike.
Oh, please make that happen.
That'd be like the guy we deleted with a tornado, poison, lightning, and then fire. Just
oh my god,
guy who's deleted. He's like, I have armor and 100 health. Deleted.
But ranked and competitive modes, they said they're gonna bring in. I think that's gonna eliminate. See, this is what. If you're gonna have a BR or you're gonna have stuff like this, having modes like that will help take the sweats out of it, so you can just have chill games.
Yep.
I'm all for competition. But I think that's a really good idea. And then the limited time modes with like racing, flight racing, all that stuff. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think some of the
And guilds.
guilds will be great, and having things that break up so it's not just a straight BR is great. I think that was something Fortnite did great when they finally went, hey, everyone likes building. Let's just make creative mode where you can shoot but not die and not worry about trying to get first and just have fun. And I think having the limited modes that like a flight race, oh yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
You know what another unique what do you call the things that you pick up that are like the special
Runes?
powers or whatever?
The runes.
You know what would be a pretty cool rune? Not a projectile rune, a hologram rune.
A projection rune?
Yep. Projection, like faking that's you, but it's not really you. Like luring people in. That'll be a cool one.
That worked very well in Apex with the guy Mirage.
Oh yeah. That would be dirty traps right there. I'm just thinking dirty traps
team's
there.
over here in the castle. Send it over there, and then you just go over there for a little bit and then send it halfway. And when they use their ultimate, you just go in with your ultimate instead. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I saw Poison Cloud and a tornado go out, and there's a fire, and that went out. Okay, cool. Go. They still have firewall. Just watch out. Yeah. You could. Oh, that'd be dirty traps. Dirty traps you can do with that. It needs to happen now.
I think as far as the roadmap for Spellbreak, though, that's pretty much it. Long term, they said everything's still in the very early stages because it did just come out at beta. So
yeah, but I think as long as they keep up on it, I think it'll be really good and do really well.
I think guilds is dope too. I think guilds is a very dope idea.
Yeah, we'll have the hero guild here before too long, right? Hero?
What?
We'll have the hero guild before too long, right?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
The one team guild.
The one team guild.
Stream, man.
All right,
I like that. One stream. There it is.
Yeah. It's not about one person, about all of us. One team, one stream.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Are we taking any questions or this
time? Yeah, let's questions about
Spellbreak?
Definitely about Spellbreak right now. Or prior things.
But yeah, time would be perfect.
I did put the link out there for anybody that wants to see the Spellbreak roadmap. If you have any questions or anything on there, you may have something you want to talk about. We can discuss together. I know Bean like I don't know if there's other people out there that may feel the same way as Bean does, but he does feel like it is more Fortnite, but it's a very vertical game like that. But honestly, since we've been playing it, nobody's gone to the air. Everybody's staying on the ground now. It's funny how it changed in a matter of weeks. It went from everybody being up in the air, flying, having to shoot and battle and look like a really cool fight to now it's just nope, we want to go to what's basic. So lightning, rock, lightning, rock, lightning, rock, lightning. So now everything's more on the ground, which is interesting.
I think once we get more things, more runes, more gauntlets, a lot of the tactics and a lot of the meta, I hate using that word, will change in the game. Because that flight battle you had, that was really cool. Just sucked when he's up in the air and I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I have earth, I have ice, and I can't peg him because he's just moving just right and right above me, so I can't peg him with ice, and he has to be on the ground for me to hit him with earth. And rock has such a bad arc on it to shoot straight up.
So we have a question from Callie.
Yep. The three talents will be. That's actually
when he says talents, what does he mean by that?
The three, when they talked about their it's going to be harder to plan your build because they're adding three new talent points to the Spellbreak roadmap.
So the game. So we've got
like the little passes.
Yeah, so we've got what? Mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit.
Three new 3-point talents. Your builds are about to get a lot harder to plan. Yes.
So when you have your talent, when you look at your talent tree, you've got 6 points overall, and we're going to get 3 new 3-point talents. So that means they're probably going to be
total, right?
Yeah.
So 12.
Yeah, you get 6 points total overall.
Oh,
so that's it. Just it's still going to be 6, even with the 3 added.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be 3 and another 3.
Yeah, we're
three
getting
new 3-point talents. So
talents.
3 new talents that have 3 points to them. So it's going to be mind, body, spirit, and then 3 other ones. Maybe.
No, I think it's going to be 3 new talents, one for each. So one for mind, one for body, one for spirit. I think that's how it's.
No, I'm thinking it's going to be 3 additional on top of those 3.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
It's
oh, that
saying
would.
It's saying 3 new 3-point talents. So basically, 3 new talents that possess the same attributes as
Mm-hmm.
those with 3 points to be added to them. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of having just the 3, you'll have 6. Like how
Yep.
in the first one, in what is it, mind, you could have harmony, which we just stacks just unlocked,
Yep.
where it makes you immune to frozen, toxic,
Slow.
yeah, like all of that stuff, all of the passive abilities of a first person's attack when it's
Mm-hmm.
stone or whatever, you become immune to. Because I hit a guy with fire and he was immune to it. And then we lost our fight because he probably had harmony on.
That'll be interesting, and we'll see how that one plays out because they might only still keep
Mm-hmm.
us at 6 points, but you have to now really decide. All right, well, I
That's
don't
what I'm
want to
saying.
do. I don't want to do this mind. I want to do instead of doing my or instead of doing spirit, I want to do this other talent here. Well, that's gonna be a 3-point. So now I've only got 3 points left to play around with. So I can't use. I think what harmony is what 2 costs 2 points.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so you're like, oh, there's harmony, so now I've only got 1 point left.
Yeah, exactly.
So that'll be interesting. That'll be a really good. It's gonna make people think a lot more. Obviously, people are going number crunch. You get that in any competitive. They're going to number crunch and go, well, this is the best build here.
Of course.
And when competitive comes around, that's what you'll see a lot in competitive is these meta builds. Again, I hate that.
Well,
Word.
because of that, I found out that you can have a scroll ability or talent ability that opens up for you to carry a third gauntlet.
Which
And there are people running around with wind as the main, and then having fire and toxic, and doing something called a dragon's breath tornado. That's
oh.
that's max DP. You hit the tornado with the toxic, then a fireball. Boom.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's
max
DP.
DPS.
Wind,
Yeah, it really
ice,
is.
lightning. Hello.
All right, yeah.
That is amazing.
Oof. All right.
You gotta get. I think you got to get wind up to level 6 though, as a
yeah, which isn't.
as a mastery.
I think I'm 4 on wind. I'll have to get on and play.
Make
Work
water a thing.
Well, I think we're on something. We'll tag.
I want to hit somebody with a moon or stars or something. I want a lunar gauntlet. Doggone it! I want to be Madara from Naruto.
Planetary devastation.
Planetary devastation.
Another question: when do you guys think Spellbreak will be optimized on Switch?
Ew, on Switch? Ew.
Callie, I don't think it. I think it's as optimized as it'll get.
They made that for the Switch kids that want to play the game and play against the bots. That's really what they did it for. Zio, what's going on, my friend?
The Switch can't really handle VR.
I will state that. I will state this actually. It will be optimized for the Switch when we get the Switch Pro.
Facts. I can't wait. Too bad we're not talking about the Switch Pro today.
We've got no information on that besides it's
Yeah.
the Switch Pro, the name, and it's.
I can't wait for that.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Why don't we so let's go talk about the fun subject. I know Hero's dying to talk about this subject here. Let's talk about Fall Guys and Among Us.
Okay.
I'm going to get
let's
something
go.
to drink. I'll be right back.
It is about that time.
And there goes Hero. He's gone.
He was not joking. He was dead serious. It's about that time. All right. So you want to start off?
Yeah, let's I'm going to talk about this real quick about we had Fall Guys come out what, months ago? Roughly? Month and a half ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And it blew up. There was a huge popularity surge.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, this game that's been on Steam and on phones for 3 years kind of came out of nowhere and knocked Fall Guys off. Fall Guys
Yeah,
fell, and it fell hard.
basically, they voted them off like they're the imposters.
Just seriously. So the big thing with this was we've got a fun style battle royale in Fall Guys that is all about racing, getting to the end, and winning that mythic crown that mythic crown that someone just didn't quite grab.
Mm-hmm. I will say the rise and fall of Fall Guys to Among Us was tremendous. Seeing how Fall Guys is the new kid on the block, very popular, something new, a different type of BR. In the sense, yes, it's a BR. You don't really fight each other, but you
Yeah,
participate in little things of that nature.
and
And
I'll
it was something different.
yeah,
It gave people a sense of, I guess different types of BRs, I guess.
yep. Give me
And it blew up.
1 second. I'll be right back. So you guys take care of this for next couple minutes.
Sure.
Okay, I got you. But when it came to Among Us, is I to be honest, Hero, I can't even tell you where it even began to just kind of blow up out of nowhere for a game that's 3 years old. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I I don't even know where to start and why, who discovered it. It's kind of like that game you were discussing with Project Winter and how certain people or platforms or stream make a game blow just based off of a group of people playing it and seeing how fun it is and how much people are enjoying themselves with it and things of that nature.
Yeah, all it takes is one clip. And pretty sure what happened was somebody on social media showed a clip of
Hmm.
them getting killed, or it wasn't about them getting killed. It was about the fact that it showed the social aspect of it and how the game was more based around the people you play with. And I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure when a clip like that showed, it just kept resurfacing. Reddit somewhere, somebody on Reddit, then it made it to Twitter, then it just kept going and going and going and going and going, and then here we are.
True. And I feel like with that being said, um, it just kind
Baja,
of Baja's in the building. He came through with the was it the raid?
I can't see it. Did you rate us?
It showed off in the kind of in the back. I saw that. What's going on, Baja? I appreciate you stopping by to What the Gaming Podcast. You already know what time it is. We will be taking questions after each topic, so do be on the lookout for that if you have any further questions about any of the things we're talking about. We are on the subject
Oh,
of
host. Thank you, Baja.
okay, thanks for the host, bro. We are on the topic of Among Us and Fall Guys. So if you have any questions about that, we will be going to that. Um, but just like you were saying, Hero, like it's all about popularity, and like you said, a certain clip probably just took it off and just like, hey, look at me, I'm this game. You should play me because it's fun. You know.
Right. And like I tell, like I was just talking to you about it. I feel like Fall Guys fell short
Hmm.
in not giving everybody that custom lobby.
Facts.
That's why Among Us is so much more of a popular game, because you can get together with 9 people you enjoy playing with. Because like think
Exactly.
about it, all of us, we've been building chemistry with one another to play the game, even though we may know each other's tricks, we may troll one another here or there, but to have
Hmm.
that aspect of being able to build that chemistry to where you can start having that content, that entertaining factor going through with a game like Among Us is key. Whereas Fall Guys became completely irrelevant because nobody wanted to play it anymore, because you had hackers in the game, you had
Hmm.
griefers in the game. You couldn't really play with people you wanted to play with. You were limited to what, 3 people
Hmm.
out of a 40-50 person battle royale. Like it got to the point where people were like, I'm done. I'm most
Facts.
in my eyes, I feel like, and that's why I don't play it.
Facts. And Donald Duck made a very valid point. Among Us built bonds with two games. Fall Guys doesn't even let you use your own username, which is true. That is very true. You have a bunch of username Fall Guy 7622 or some Fall Guy 9944 or some bull crap like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have our own originality or our personality to say, hey, there's Hero right there, or there's Kidstacz, there's Donald Duck, there's Baja Zero, or I look. Fall Guys season 2 drops how late in October? Hero, end of October or mid?
Yeah, something like in mid or end.
I They didn't really give us much information. They did show us new costumes and stuff, new stages. Uh, who knows if they're gonna give us custom lobbies? I would hope. Why not? Why not the ability? And I think they're gonna take notes from Among Us and think about that, because with custom lobbies, it gives people the ability to play with people that they know. No, because I think when it comes to MMOs, a lot of people are so big on MMOs because of the ability to play with friends, family, whoever.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna work out for them if they go that route of custom lobbies. I would hope season 2 brings that, and they don't flop, and season 2 comes out and it's still the same bullshit. They just, excuse my language, it's still the same BS, and they don't really enhance on anything but just, oh, make it to the top, grab the crown.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's yeah.
Like think about it though, Stacks. They have all those maps and game modes you can play on Fall Guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you only have 3 maps you can play on Among Us.
Yep.
And it's not about the content.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what content you can create from the game. That game
Mm-hmm.
has produced more content with just being able to play with people, up to 10 people, than Fall Guys has done with anything. And again, it's because they focused on the bigger picture and they didn't give us customization, like true customization.
Mm-hmm.
The levels there's a lot more levels people don't like to play than they do like to play. You can't choose or vote on the map. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of things that go into Fall Guys that didn't make it as fun, as interesting as it was supposed to be. And I really feel like, I hate to sound like I'm beating on the same drum, but custom lobbies, custom games. Imagine playing one where you can actually you can change the speed to
Mm-hmm.
slow it down. Now
Yep.
we have a super slow race to the top, or a
Yep.
super fast race,
Yep.
or an in the dark mode with the glowy jelly bean Fall Guys.
Yep.
There's a lot of different things they could have done with it, and I feel like they just missed the ball on it. And hopefully, they do pick up on it where it starts to gain steam. Maybe 3 years on the line, we'll be talking about Fall Guys being one of the greatest games for communities and party people and all that stuff.
Facts.
Versus Among Us. But right now, even Among Us, you want to talk about how they canceled season 2 or
Oh yeah.
part 2?
Definitely, I was going to touch on that with the fact that Among Us, for those of you who don't know, Among Us was supposed to come out with an Among Us 2, but because Among Us 1 did so well and it's become so popular, they were going to change
Apologize
up
for
a
that.
lot of things. Oh, no worries, kid.
Welcome,
We're
buddy.
basically just now touching on the fact that Among Us 2 was supposed to be a thing, but they canceled it because Among Us 1 is so popular that they didn't want to change what Among Us 1 was, which goes off to your comment you made, Hero, that it's not about uh the quality of the game, trying to make it too you're trying to do too much to kind of appeal to people's eyes. Among Us is just a simple game, 3 maps with custom ability to do whatever the hell you want. That's
Mm-hmm.
all people want, and that's why they're going to stick with Among Us 1. It is crappy because they're going to go and rewrite codes and stuff like that. So instead of doing Among Us 2, everything that was going to be in Among Us 2 is going to come to Among Us 1, and then they're going to rebuild, the code and things of that nature.
I don't know if it ends up being a little more fun, that's fine. It's just I know Heroes you probably talked about his dislike of certain things about the game, right?
Fall Guys.
Of Among Us.
Oh, we were harping on Fall Guys for
Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty much Fall Guys.
it's
But
pretty
no,
much
I
all
mean,
Fall Guys. Yeah.
no, the things about Among Us that if I had to harp on anything, it's just who you play with. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There are people I could not play that game with. They don't play it right, or they
Mm-hmm.
just don't play. They don't play the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's just 100% fact.
I feel the same thing about Among Us because it became such a huge meme that these little kids, they get on the game to either be the killer and kill, or if they get killed, they immediately leave, and it screws the crewmates from completing tasks because they play the game just to be oh, well, I got killed, so I'm not going to be a team player and finish my task and hopefully win. I'm just going to leave the game. You
Yeah.
know, so this is why you play with friends. It's better off.
Yep. Playing Among Us with friends is much better. It's really awkward being in an Among Us game and not knowing really anyone. You're like, I have no mannerisms. I have no clue.
And people quote on, hold on, it's coming. What's the word, Hero?
I hate that stupid word. Sus.
They sus you because you were following them or you were staring at them.
I've had to deal with explaining myself for the most stupid things when I play with people that I'm not used to playing with. Blue. Yes. You want to explain to me why the sky turned green? I don't know. He's sus. Get him.
Why are you standing on top of that vent?
And then what happens at the end of the game? I'm sorry, Hero. No. No. I don't want to hear it.
What's the meme amongst our group?
Shut up. That's what it is.
My dog barked twice. Must be Hero. Must be Hero. That's become the meme.
I think at the end of the day, one thing that people got to realize is the object of the game is to find the imposter. So people shouldn't take it personal. If you are the imposter and they don't take it personal, because I played with some people and they were the imposters and they were very passive aggressive and they were pissed that they got voted out. Even though they got caught killing somebody, they will curse you and call you names and yo, F you, man, you didn't see nothing. And then you get voted off. And then at the end of the game, when you're supposed to just say GG, they're still going off. Man, no, this is bull crap, man. You guys suck. You're just kicking me off for no reason. I'm like, bro, you get to play another game. It's fine. It's okay. We're all friends. That's the object of the game. We have to find the imposter. I'm sorry it had to be you. And if I accidentally thought it was you because the clues were just lining up just perfectly, I apologize.
It's the game of Monopoly. You start off and it's very friendly, and an hour in, it's starting to get heated. 2 hours in, everyone's at each other's throats. The biggest thing with Among Us, like Monopoly, is being able to stop and go, all right, that was a good match. All right, I need to take a break. Or, dude, you got me hard there. I didn't think about that. You know, being able to play it off. And
I'm not playing with somebody that has Boardwalk and I have the other one and they clearly won't give it up. Well, give me all your hotels. Just give me Boardwalk, bro. You have no use for it. I'm gonna sit on it then, and nobody's gonna buy it. Those people right there, you got to fight in real life. There's no more talking. There's no more talking. There's no more talking. Oh, man, I'm Uno, baby. Oh, you got Uno? Everybody get him with a draw 4. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, all right.
Oh, man. But yeah, Among Us is definitely rising through Fall Guys off as the imposter, obviously. I do like the memes that Fall Guys brought to the table. I appreciate those as much as they keep coming out.
Yeah, and we were talking about this before we started this. Let me refresh and see what it looks like. Oh, it's dropped a little bit. Oh wow, it's Fortnite. So Among Us currently is at 170,000 viewers. So it fell down.
What is
Among Us?
Mm-hmm.
And Fall Guys is currently at 22.7 thousand viewers.
Yeah, Fall Guys fell hard. Fall Guys used to be a top of the list.
Yeah, they got voted out real quick. And
to get beat out by a 3-year-old game with bad code.
Yeah, bro.
And you did all of that. You're Devolver Digital, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you don't make bad games. I hate when people make a game, right? That has potential and it doesn't live up to that full potential. Anthem. But it's just like, it hurts to see that. And all you can do is wait and see what they're going to do in the end.
Yep. It's interesting that out of nowhere, this 3-year-old game just blew up. I mean, we all know that because of the coof because of the little thing going around that we all have to stay indoors. It's easier for people to get into these quick party games like Among Us, and that's the thing. It's quick. Most games, even when we're doing like a lot of tasks, doing a lot of stuff, the games still don't last more than 20 minutes at max. Or Fall Guys, you can have one round, or you can go for a very long time, and just
true.
It's Fall Guys is quick, but I mean, Among Us is just plays quicker, and you tend to have a lot more fun, minus the aforementioned people that we just dislike playing with, because they don't care for certain things, or they just leave because they rage quit. It's like the game's supposed to be about completing your tasks, finding the imposters, doing whatever, just making sure, one side or the other side's going to win. Which side's going to win?
Yep.
Well, you want to try and be, if you're a crew, you're trying to win. If you're imposters, you're trying to win.
That
Imposters got to play the game a little more tactfully. Or just be murder hobos and just murder someone in a group and then get two other people to start fighting each other.
That is true.
I agree both with Donald Duck and Cosiris. Yeah, it was just it's way more entertaining for Among Us because it's all about the people you play with. It's all about that's the content.
Yep.
That's why I felt like any game where you're going to do it where it's going to be like a massive party type of thing, the best thing you can do at the end of the day is to basically find a way where it can be about the players and not about the content.
Yep.
That is true.
And
to caveat off of what Hero is saying, with Among Us, it does depend on who you play with, because I normally play with Hero Kit and a group of others, and that's like my normal group of people that I play with. But when I vent Discords and they play differently from what I'm used to, it you got to find that certain group of people that you're used to playing with, because some people, if they're not used to playing with you, they'll pick you just because you're not really part of their regular group, and because you extra explain yourself or put out valid clues onto why something is, like, you know what, you're explaining that too well, I think it's you. So it definitely depends on who you're playing with when it comes to Among Us.
Yep. Well, and then you get things that people are finding and having fun with. You have the Michael Myers game mode where people are just trying to complete tasks as quickly as possible. You've got one killer who has limited sight, but you can't report. You can't use emergency calls. So you're trying to complete tasks before the killer kills everyone. And that just, it's a mindless fun one, because you're just like, and you guys know, you get one emergency meeting, you hear who the killer is, and then you guys go, and you're just trying to do things. And that's something that, again, you go to Fall Guys, custom lobbies, that's a custom lobby. That's something completely not to the norm of the game. And Fall Guys, that's where,
just imagine the clips of being able to hear people in Discord go, "Don't you do it!" and you're standing at the finish line. Get away from that finish line. I'm trying to finish the race. I swear to God, Stacks, if you throw me off here, I'm fighting you. I swear to, like that. Those clips right there, and then and then getting thrown off, and you just hear somebody in the background go, "Oh my God!" Like that's funny. It's not about the game at that point. It's about the interaction between you and whoever was being the jerk at the finish line. Oh, get away from me, get away from me. Like that whole aspect, when you hear Among Us clip, it's not about the gameplay. It's about the voices that are going along with the actions of the gameplay.
That is true.
Yep. It's, watching videos of Among Us and just people being able to play off, just murdering someone in cold blood in front of someone else, and it sounding convincing. You're like, you know what? I was watching that video, but I kind of believe that they're innocent. It's so much better. And yeah, custom games in Fall Guys would be amazing, because we could have that, but you don't have that. You only have your group of 4, and that's it. You're like, all right, blah blah. You get that banter between the 4 of you, but you get a room of like 12 people.
And
you get that banter. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Going off the Michael Myers you were talking about earlier, it's kind of like Dead by Daylight, except you can't pick your partner.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to get the generators going so they can escape.
Yep.
But like Dead by Daylight, obviously you can get your partner up before they die. But it's kind of like that. But once they're dead, they're dead.
Yep. But yeah, I liked the fact that people are coming up with things in Among Us to break up the basic. Well, this is how you play the game. Blah blah. You can have a twist. You can have some fun. You can have that custom lobby, which is what all of us as streamers we like. We like having custom lobbies. We like having the ability to get our community involved and play games and have fun with it and do random stupid things, and people go, that was kind of fun, we should do that again sometime. Yeah, we should. And again, like with Among Us, you get so high tensions and everything, you're like, all right guys, we need to take a break from this high tension doing this. We're just going to do a couple Michael Myers games and just go and have fun. And you can have that funny banter because everyone knows who the killer is, and you hear and columns are on and people are just going off. You can have that kind of fun. So that's a good thing.
Yes, that was a good one. It's coming out the vent. Or the time I killed Kidstacz in front of somebody and tried to convince everybody that it wasn't me.
I was in med bay.
He's yelling through his mic while it's muted. You mother! Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I know this looks bad. Blood and all. It's not me, I swear.
I should have convinced better on that one.
The memes, yeah, that's
the memes are great.
Literally, the fact that it comes from the people that play the game. I am telling you, 100. And also, Fall Guys, we don't care if we win if we can have a good time.
Yeah.
They thought it was going to be about getting that coveted crown. Yeah, everybody laughed when Tim the Tap Man didn't get one. Big whoop. Okay, he finally got one. Now what? He doesn't play it anymore, does he?
Nope.
Well, everybody else has moved on to Among Us, so it's like, give us the option. Maybe we have people that aren't that good to compete against people who have the best internet, but if we have dedicated servers and you put the resources back into giving Fall Guys custom lobbies or custom servers, a lot of those big streamers will use it for community day. It would be a very popular community day game. Or they could just go ahead and say, hey, Among Us, we're going to completely rip off everything that you did and make a 3D version of Among Us and Fall Guys.
I don't think it succeed well, though. That's the thing.
Right.
Fall Guys Among Us.
Fall Guys Among Us.
Who made the comment of a Among Us BR game in a sense of 100 people in a large map? There's probably how many imposters? 10, I think somebody said. And you got to still finish your task and stuff like that.
That would be ridiculous, and I would not want to ever play that mode. That'd be just too much. Well, there's a 3D Among Us style game. I can't find it anymore.
Unfortunate Spaceman.
Well, no, there's another one. There's one where they're literal aliens.
Aliens.
But
I watched actually Unfortunate Spaceman yesterday, and I don't think anybody. If you like the simplicity of Among Us, you won't like.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that one.
But this one was pretty much you get your imposters, and they look like everyone else, and they have the red names, so they know who each other are. But everyone has life bars, and the big thing is the crew can actually dodge and attack and defend themselves. They just don't do a lot of damage unless you get certain weapons. There's like a plasma cannon that wrecks the aliens. But the aliens can go hide in a corner, cocoon, and then start running around as the alien and then go back to their body and turn back to normal. So now you're trying to figure things out. But instead of, having these meetings and everything and trying to eject them, you're trying to complete your tasks or kill the imposters. So it was one that I saw. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel that one would get way too competitive in certain aspects. And not to mention there's friendly fire. So you can kill other crew members and the imposters can kill each other. So
wow,
there is friendly fire on that one. But it's a cool concept.
Amazing. Yeah.
Accidentally kill your friend because you think they're an alien, and then the alien comes up behind you and kills you.
I like that.
It's an interesting one. I just gotta find it again because I found it when I originally looked at Among Us, and then I can't find it anymore now. It got like buried somewhere. But yeah, like I said, it's amazing how a 3-year-old game just completely stomped this new age game and blew up.
Right. I definitely endorse Among Us.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I do too.
Like I said, until Fall Guys gives me a reason to want to play it, I wouldn't. Like I said, I would rather have that. I mean, the fact that we had more fun playing the Mario Kart knockoff on the phone over Fall Guys as a community, was way better than Fall Guys.
It tells you a lot about how the game was built in that aspect.
Yeah. It's just every time I think back to a game. Oh, Predator, prime example. Predator. It wasn't about the game. It wasn't about the maps. It was about the interactions between us. Snapping booms. A grown man that's bigger than all of us, screaming at the top of his lungs that his skull is getting ripped out of his body. or Baja telling us to gang up on one person and chase him down, or his rope getting stolen from him and him getting killed at the last second because of it. Those things, it was about the content that you create, that you could make, those moments you could share between people. Mario Kart, the blue shell. Oh my God, I was at the finish line when all of a sudden Kidstacz threw. So they focused on the battle royale aspect without thinking about players first, I think. Because not everybody wants to play to win. They want to play to have fun. Same thing with Among Us. We don't want to play for MLG strats. Well, when the lights were out, I actually was able to grab the night vision goggles and I could see Kidstacz's footsteps, so I knew it was him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then you got things like going on that Predator. Hey Stacks, you might want to heal yourself there.
The good times. The good times. We was actually supposed to be playing that.
You done with that ranged Final Fantasy caster?
Nope.
Nope. With your stupid Final Fantasy range caster magic? Nope.
And to caveat off of what Hero's saying, I know we're getting off the topic, but it's just about making the memories, you know what I'm saying, with other players and things. And we were playing the alpha of was it Cold War?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we were sitting there in Miami. People like to camp in the freaking hotel, man. And I literally saw the guy at the last minute, and I was shooting him. And one guy shot an RPG, and the other one was lighting me up. I'm like, oh my God, he's in the window. And it just transitioned into us singing, the Little John Eastside Boys to the window, to the wall. And it was amazing, bro, because it wasn't planned. It just happened.
That was just a perfect setup. That happened.
And they don't play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, we had a great 18,000 kill game. It was about the moment there.
Right, just having fun.
Excuse me?
But it's, definitely moments like that it really enhances the gameplay. And, people look at you having fun and say, oh my God, the game looks so fun. But you got to remember, it's the people that make the game fun.
Yep.
How many people have we got to play Spellbreak with us?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
That is true.
How many people are streaming Among Us now?
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
Oh, they were streaming Fall Guys before. Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's since we got a lot of that out of the way, let's finish off. Let's go over to the last thing, the thing that's going on right now what's going on this weekend.
Yeah, I'm out of the loop on this. I
was waiting for this. I could be reaching. I had to rewatch the video. But we can pre-purchase Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories, and we may be getting a playable demo. I don't know if today, but we're getting a playable demo.
Yeah, so what we're going to talk about is Tokyo Game Show 2020, which is Tokyo's E3, and since we didn't get an E3, we get Tokyo Game Show. And I read something about that we are getting a demo for Kingdom Hearts.
Did they say later today?
I don't.
This one I heard.
I don't know.
I gotta rewatch that video because I watched it earlier. I thought they said playable demo later today, and if it is, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm just gonna let y'all know that.
Trying to. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
No,
see anything.
Callie, it would be something considered. That's called improv. When it wasn't planned, but it happened like that, like in a synchronous occasion, it was just like an improvised moment. But we didn't plan it, so
Yeah.
that's really what was crazy about it.
Mm-hmm. It literally just happened. You would think we planned it, but it just happened.
Yeah, you would think.
Like it went off without a beat. Like without a beat. Nobody, no, not a skip, not a beat, not a nothing, not a hitch. It was just boom.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, things that came out in Tokyo Game Show. We got a 13-minute gameplay of Hyrule Warriors: Age of
And
Calamity.
it looks beautiful.
I cannot wait to have my hands on another Warriors style game, especially a Zelda one. That's gonna be fun. We got more stuff with Monster Hunter Rise. So
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with that?
So Monster Hunter
That's
Rise,
the one on the Switch, right?
Yeah, it's going to be core, as Callie said, it's a core game, so it's one of the mainline titles within the Monster Hunter universe, unlike World, which is an offshoot, is not a core. So I do expect, it looks like there's a lot of people or a lot of aspects of World going into this, but I do expect people to kind of get turned off because it's probably going to go back to being a little bit harder. Meaning you're going to have a lot more resource management, meaning you only get so many, you have to constantly find wheat stones. You're going to have to be a lot better at cooking. You've got limited supplies of certain things, and finding things and crafting items are going to be in the field are going to be a lot harder, and you're not going to get to move around healing as easily. Because
Right.
in World you can sprint, and in the original one, if you needed to heal, you were sitting there healing. You didn't get to move. So I think we'll get movement, but we won't get sprints with healing. It's gonna be interesting. But if you're not a big Monster Hunter fan, you're not missing out much. I'm just gonna state that.
Yeah, true. It's definitely one of those hardcore games for Monster Hunter fans. I believe Rise would be a really good Monster Hunter game for a lot of people to try out for a first.
Yeah, I will always tell people, if you're looking to get into the Monster Hunter franchise, World is a great way to get in. Rise will probably be better to get in, but it won't be amazing. It won't be like a great gateway into the game series.
Would that game benefit from cross-platform?
true.
Monster Hunter in general, just off topic.
Monster Hunter World would definitely benefit from cross-platform. It would definitely. I would love to be able to play on my PS4 and play with PC players and Xbox players for World.
Right.
It'd
I have
be
it on
amazing.
PS4 as well. Yep.
Isn't that going into the PS collection?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you know what? It is.
It is.
It is. So we'll be able to play it on PS5. We do know it cross gen is going to be a thing, but
Okay, so PS4 to PS5.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're
So
not.
even if I were to get it on PS4 or whatever, I could still play with anybody until I get my PS5.
Yeah, we're not going to get the we're not going to get Destinied for cross gen.
Not well. That's another game. Oh Lord.
Destiny's cross gen argument was, well, you see, on this console it's like you have 2 pixels, and on the newer console you have 4 pixels. So the newer consoles have the unfair advantage because they have more pixels to hit people, where the older console doesn't. It's like it's a logic, but it's not sound. It's flawed. That's such a bad, flawed logic there.
Well, I do like the fact that if you buy it on this current gen, the new light, that you get the upgraded version on the next consoles.
Yes.
Yep.
I do like that one. I do like that.
But the thing is, and your stuff transfers too, right?
Yeah, for the most
part.
part.
But the DLC doesn't. It's flawed logic. Oof.
It is.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about it, and that's the kind of thing that kind of I know we're getting off subject. That's the kind of thing that kind of worries me about Final Fantasy VII remake as far as coming to the PS5.
Yeah, that's we've got a lot of questions still there, and no one has answers yet.
Mm-hmm. Another game, like I mentioned earlier, when I excuse me, kind of jumped the gun there. Uh, so Kingdom Hearts Mellow Memories is going to be on the Nintendo Switch. I myself I'm not getting it on the Switch. I'm getting it on the PlayStation. Um, that game will have a playable demo, so I am very interested in seeing when that demo will be launched. I think I watched a video earlier and overheard them saying something like available to be played later today. That could have been a mistake that they said. I'm not sure, but one of the titles, Simple and Clean, that a lot of us know, is going to be in the game. So I'm excited for that. That's like probably my favorite Kingdom Hearts track in the whole all the series put together. Simple and Clean is probably my more one of the more favorite of the tracks that are in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Don't read chat Kidstacz.
You said you're rechecking?
I said don't read it. Don't read stack. Don't read chat Kidstacz.
Oh God, what did it say?
Kosar is just being a troll. Don't worry about him.
Oh,
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. Melody's gonna be fun. I'll have to look into it, see when we're actually in the demo. The other thing I know, I know Kelly's gonna be excited for this. This is a game that made me excited when they announced that we can pre-order it now and it's coming out in April of next year. Is we're getting Near Replicant version 1.22474487139. Don't ask what the numbers are. The numbers.
I saw that.
Can you just say near reincarnation and be simple?
That's pretty much what it is. As far as we know, everything looks like we're getting a retelling of Near that was on the PS3 and 360. Okay. So that will be. I can't wait for that.
The white hair, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't have to play the old ones. I can just play this one then.
Yes, except for it also takes in place in between Near and Near Automata.
Oh, so I do have to play the other ones.
Yes, it is. It's Yoko Taro is. I don't know what it is with Square Enix and hiring people that come up with convoluted stories, but they really like that. You got Nomura and you have Yoko Taro, which I think Yoko Taro and Nomura are just the same person.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen them in the same room together. But yeah, we are getting Near Replicant, which again, it takes place in between, but we don't know a lot. We just know that a lot of the areas are the same as Near.
Mm-hmm.
But one character is completely different than what the main character in the original Near was. But at the same time, it could be him just younger, but not younger. It's hard to explain. There's a lot of information we don't have and a lot of information we do have based off of just viewing things, and we're all like, all right, how convoluted is the story going to get? Well, very convoluted, but we just need to know.
Right.
And
next up.
Yeah. And speaking of Warriors games, Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires is going to be finally getting released. I don't think 9 was very good. I think 9 was the one where they were like, hey, we're going to make it more akin to a war strategy instead of just a hack and slash beat 'em up. So I think Empires will be interesting to see how that goes. We've also got a Nintendo Switch game called Balan Wonder Worlds. Made by Sonic, by Sega.
I don't know how I want to feel about that. It looks like it's gonna be fun, but then I don't know. I do want to love that game, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like it's definitely gonna be a platformer, obviously, right?
Obviously.
It's gonna have some Super Mario s type things, and what I mean by that is, you know how Super Mario he has different powers depending on what thing he takes on. So he has uh cat powers, he has fire power with the fire flower, he has what is it, the star
The invent.
invincibility,
Yep.
you know. And I think I saw the clip where the little characters they take on different little costumes where they're able to do different things. So that's what I mean by kind of Mario s type uh power ability, having different things to go through platforms and things of that nature.
Yep. It'll be. I don't know, it'll be interesting. We're gonna have to. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but
Yeah, me
it
me
might.
neither.
My mind might change. Obviously in TGS they also showed off some more Cyberpunk 2077, which I know most of us can't wait.
Hmm.
We got more Resident Evil 8 Village stuff, so I can't wait to play that. Hero's probably gonna hate life because I might buy him a copy. He's
Are we
ignoring me.
getting Cyberpunk on? This is a question for you guys and also the chat. Are we getting Cyberpunk 2077 on the PS5 or the PC?
I'm probably going PS5 as long as I have one, just simply because.
Yeah.
Trying to stream that if you do.
Oh my god, that game's going to kill GPUs. Dual PC
Yeah, it is.
setups will be fine.
Oh.
Non-dual PC setups, we're gonna be hurting.
That game really is gonna kill. That's why I'm thinking about getting it on system, because the system's gonna have ray tracing, right?
Yeah.
PS5.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll have a couple you'll have probably a couple modes for the PS5 where you can do full 4K at 30 frames or 1080p at 60 plus frames.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the same on the Series X. Is you'll have that adjustable.
Yep.
Oh,
We don't
that's
all have super expensive PCs, can we? So
yeah. Seriously. And that's something that we didn't touch on was Devil May Cry 5's getting their special edition finally. So we're getting Virgil. We're getting our Virgil playthrough. We're getting legendary Sparta mode, which is going to be a ton of enemies, and they did a lot with the game to have it go. They have 3 different game modes. You have 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, or you can go max frame rate and do 120 frames per second on that
Nice.
game. And I'm like, 120 is going to look real clean, but I really want to play it in 4K too. Either way, it's going to be fun.
if I wasn't
yeah, for
streaming
sure.
Cali, I would have it on PC. 100%.
Yeah. I would too if I wasn't
Plus,
going to stream it.
I also, the other reason why I want to have it on PS5, Hero. Let me have this one. I think he already knows where I'm going with it. Um, I'm really in love with that controller. I want to know what the haptic feedback is gonna feel like in Cyberpunk 2077 or 2077. Sorry. I think it's going to be amazing in that game. I'm sorry. I know the controller just, I don't know, man. Like Xbox, okay, we know where we're getting with the Xbox, the same controller, batteries, all that, blah, blah, blah. You put a middle button and call it new. PlayStation, they actually put technology in their controllers. They actually go above and beyond. I guess, they want to immerse the player into the game. And that's what I'm all for that. I can't wait.
It'll be interesting because that design of the PS5 controller made me think of an old PS1 controller I had that looked like that huge freaking boomerang. But yeah, like I said, so we did get more information, more gameplay on Resident Evil 8 Village. So I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to piss my pants.
Can I
I'm
ask you a
scared.
question, Mr. Kidstacz?
Yes.
Do I have to play 1 through 7 in order to play Village?
You would really want to play 7 because 8 is taking place with the same character, Ethan Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan. Just call him Ethan. I don't remember his last name. you play as Ethan in 7 and you will be playing as Ethan in 8. So that's a big thing. And then you have reoccurring characters like Chris Redfield, who has been in Resident Evil since its inception in Resident Evil. So it won't be a bad thing to play through the games to understand some of the story, but you definitely want 7 before playing 8 to understand Ethan more, but you can kind of just jump into the games without thinking about it. That's been some of the nice stuff. They usually kind of touch on certain aspects. The first 3 games all touched on, well, second, third game, and fourth game touched on Raccoon City, the events of Raccoon City, and what happened in the first one, like every single one. So it'll be interesting. Oh. Capcom also announced.
That's fair enough.
The haptic feedback. Okay, yeah.
Haptic feedback. Yeah. Capcom also announced a Netflix show called Biohazard Infinite Darkness. It looks like it's going to be following the stories of Leon and Claire. So that'll be interesting. We've already touched on Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. That'll be interesting. We got more information and more gameplay footage and stuff like that with Scarlet Nexus, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to have some fun with that game.
I don't know much about Scarlet Nexus, but it does look pretty interesting.
I'm waiting on that.
Yeah, Scarlet Nexus is going to be interesting. So it's a heavier-handed RPG style versus Code Vein was. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. It's looking like it's using the same engine as Code Vein, but it's going to be a lot more fanciful.
This one is going to be on PS5, right?
PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series.
Yep.
So,
it does look dope.
Scarlet Nexus will have 2 playable characters with... Oh, wow. I did not know that. So, yeah, it will have 2 different campaigns, 2 different characters.
Nice.
2 different main characters, and they're going to have different campaign, how the stories play out. Probably the same areas in certain aspects, but different stories overall.
Nice. It does look dope, though. Action RPG.
Yeah, we get Reincarnation. That's the one you were talking about. Near Reincarnation, which is their 2D, 3D mobile game that was a spin-off. Getting a remaster of Shin Megami Tensei 3. So if you're a Persona fan, if you've ever played Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei is the parent game to the series. So this Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, which is actually one of the harder of the Shin Megami games. Just note you've got demons. You use demons to fight. And you have demons in you. Yeah.
I am blown away. I just learned, I apologize. I just learned that Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds is a mobile game.
It looks like it's based off of the anime that's out too.
It could be. This actually looks really, really well for a mobile game.
Well, I mean, it is Studio Ghibli's. They probably paid a pretty penny to make sure it looked really good. It probably runs well.
Pretty much it, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Japan's raised stated that they're reducing the price of the Series S.
But that's only for Japan, right?
Yeah. Someone we know, Hero might like this. Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to add Japan World Update next week.
Oh, Lord, verse. If he can make it there, he can barely make it out of the airport.
The Medium, I seen stuff about the Medium, but I don't know anything about it.
It's a horror game.
Yeah, I know that, but yeah. We're getting also new Gigabash character
Yep.
Um,
Kidstacz was talking about that.
yep. Which
Yeah, Giga Bash actually looks pretty interesting.
yeah,
Is it out already though? I'm kind of confused.
um, I think there's other. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it's out because it got 2019 rewards.
No, it comes out next year.
Really? How did it get 2019
Initial
rewards?
release date 2021 for Gigabash.
That is odd.
But if you guys don't know what Gigabash is, real quick, it's kaiju battle, right? Kaiju Mario Party or Smash game.
Yep.
So it's all about that fun beating up your friends and using buildings as weapons.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's it. That we've covered all the topics.
Mm-hmm. I think it was well put together. Everything kind of flowed
It flowed well.
just right.
We'll have a little more time next time. Do more prep, but with
sure.
with some little to no prep, we didn't do bad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just do a sign off. So as always, thank you, Stacks. Thanks, Hero, for joining me on this podcast. Let's go ahead and do, since we're one way. Hero, where can everyone find you?
Nowhere.
Oh, okay.
I'm One Hero Gaming. I'm glad to be and honored to be a part of the community that I'm with and streaming with these two fine streamers of Kidstacz and Kidstacz. I almost said Cali J, but I caught myself. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of them. I try something a little bit everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look up One Hero Gaming, you most likely you'll find me.
That is true.
I don't like self-promoting. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Stacks, where can they find you?
What's going on, y'all? You already know it's Kidstacz. I am a part of the Stacks crew, as you already know. You can find me Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as Kidstacz, but on Twitter it is Kidstacz with a 1 behind it. You can find me. I am a Twitch streamer, so Kidstacz. That is the name is how it's spelled, as you see in the chat. Hello, that is me. So if you want to click on that, you will get a link to the page. Thank you for the shout out, Hero. Oh, and by the way, where are my manners? Kidstacz, thank you for hosting. Thank you for coming up with the ideal. And thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. Thank you for joining, Stacks and Hero. Thank you, both of you. Hero and I talked about it. I'm like, Hero, we need. I want to do a podcast, and he's like, I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm like, all right. But eventually, he broke down. He was like, no, I want to. And then of course, for this week, I was your guys' host. My name is Kidstacz. You are on my channel, so that's where you find me on Twitch. But you can find me everywhere else under Kidstacz, Twitter, Kidstacz K on Twitter and Instagram, and Kidstacz Kusanagi on the YouTubes. Yubtubs. But yeah, that's it. That's great first episode. I think we can do other things for next time. So anyways, guys, I'm signing off. These fine gentlemen are going to do their thing. I believe here you're going to be streaming before too long. So yeah.
I'm going to be doing the PC giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
He's giving away his PC and telling everyone that he's despairing.
It's the wave, guys.
This is the way.
Nominate, if you don't mind. If you guys want to nominate somebody, but I nominate We Rage.
I have no one to nominate, so I am okay with that.
You know what? Yeah, let's go over that then. I think that's a great thing. So here you already posted name. Let me see if I can actually
insert gang signs here.
Jeez.
Good see you later, bro. It was fun, man. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
See you guys soon. Yeah, sure. I'll be getting thrown off the ship. No big deal.
Anyways, let's all head off over there to Kill the Horizon. We're heading off.
Such a cool name, man.
It is. It really is. I will see you guys. I'll see you two a little bit later, and I will see everyone here in the chat
Yeah,
later.
3 p.m. 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Anywhere between 3 and 4, you'll see me.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Heroes channel at 3, 4 p.m. I will see you guys later. And we will all see you hopefully in a week or two. See you guys next time.
Later.